Speaking of the noose in the garage, Bubba Wallace, it looks like he apparently now, finally, is recognizing the truth, accepting the truth, that it wasn't a noose. Because initially, here's some of the things he had to say on Don Lemon about the FBI report, that it wasn't a noose directed at him.
Do you believe that it was intended for you in that way? Or what are you saying here?
It was a noose. It was a noose that was whether tied in 2019 or whatever. It was a noose. So it wasn't directed at me, but somebody tied a noose. That's what I am saying.
Oh, that's okay. That's what he's saying.
We got it, man. It's a noose.
Yeah. All right. Play the other cut from him as well.
I'm pissed. I'm mad
pissed
because people are trying to test my character and the person that I am and my integrity, and they're not stealing that away from me, but they're just trying to test that. And as a person, Don, that doesn't need the fame, doesn't need the hype, doesn't need the media, I could care less. I could give two craps about that.
Okay, there's a lot going on there. First of all, let's address the I could care less portion. For the love of all that is good and holy, it's just not that hard. I could care less is a meaningless statement. If you could care less, then it's entirely possible that you care a great deal.
Are you testing his character?
No. I'm testing his grammar. If you couldn't care less, you obviously don't have any care at all.
There you go.
I mean, I don't care at all about it. That's what I couldn't care any less than I do.
There's a level of math involved, and even I get it.
Come on. Oh. Second, for whatever reason, even though he's now essentially been forced into accepting that this was yet another nothing burger of a racist incident, it's pretty clear that the left, and maybe even Bubba Wallace, did not want to let this go. They didn't want, they desperately wanted this to be some sort of noose lynching threat. Finding out that that it wasn't, that was quite possibly the biggest disappointment of the year for these people. In fact, some of them are still not admitting that it wasn't a noose directed at Bubba Wallace. First of all, there's no way that this racist person who did the noose could have known that Bubba Wallace was going to be in that garage. And it wasn't there since, from what I've heard, it's been there since 2017 or 18, right?
Oh, wow. I thought they went through and did all of those handles in the fall of 2019 when they redid the garages.
Okay, so maybe
at least that long.
Maybe it's been, almost a year. But whatever. It's obviously not directed at him. It's obviously not any kind of threat or racist message to Bubba Wallace.
Okay, well, somebody tell that to Al Sharpton.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The FBI identified it as a noose. NASCAR said it was a noose, so went along with the FBI's characterization.
Yeah, they changed that.
It was a noose. So the question is, even if they did not know that Bubba Wallace was going to use that stall, why was a noose in the stall? It's clear what a noose represents. And I think to go whether or not they knew that sooner or later the one black driver would use that stall really doesn't answer why it was in the stall at all. And then did someone know that it was in the stall when they did belatedly assign Bubba there? So I don't think this answers a lot of questions. And clearly from what we just saw of Bubba Wallace, it does not seem who is the victim and possible target in this matter seems to be satisfied with this. So I do not think that we've seen closure in this particular inquiry.
In other words, why was traffic problems nooses hung? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah. Okay. And he kind of got into some Jesse Jackson territory there. Why was it in the stall at all? I mean, that's a Jesse Jackson.
Just in case Bubba Wallace ever wound up in that stall, in that garage, then they've got the racist noose there hanging, waiting for him. I just
Apparently,
it's unbelievable.
that's the line of thinking for Al Sharpton.
The good thing for Al Sharpton, though, is he's got so much credibility because he's dead on every time.
Dead on, yeah.
Dead on.
You had a pathead King Diamond court jester who said that NASCAR and Richard Petty Motorsports, get ready for the Al Sharpton shakedown because that's what's happening here. He's not going to let this go. That's a great point.
Well, did he let the Duke lacrosse team thing go? No. Did he let Tawana Brawley go? No. He continues no matter what. No matter what. It's still a racist incident.
Facts don't matter, man. Not in 2020.
Not in the least. He's done this over and over and over again, accusing people of really horrible things, and had no idea what he was talking about. Turned out to be wrong. He's never apologized, to my knowledge, for any of them.
No.